Today I used the ranger with the sword to carry me through the very early game. First I had the fire sword and then later on I changed it to the nature sword. I brought in the monkey next on and bonded with the ranger, so we got 2 berserker. Then comes in the right plants, which is 3 berserkers, and then comes in the Jotun. Jotun bonded with the ranger gives our ranger a toxic berserker. And then we have double toxic, which is incredibly strong. We got 3 berserkers and the Jotun, and then we just fill up the board as we see it fit with those rogues. 3 of them are water, which gives all our team more energy regen. And this spike ball right here is just a really good rogue in general to give us the 3 rogue bonus. We got 3 berserkers, 3 rogues, 2 toxic, 3 water to carry us through early, mid and late mid game. And now we're gonna see how it goes. That's basically the combination then I rocked till the end game, and in the end game we're gonna change it up because this doesn't work so well anymore in the end game. So we need to change up the units. We're basically gonna drop the berserkers, but we're gonna have a look at that later. You can see right here the 2 augments I put onto right plants. One is the Saccharine Escape. So if he falls below 60% health, he drops aggro, which gives him the ability to heal up again because toxic gives him self-heal. And also the second augment right here, the vampiric augment, gives him also lifesteal. So he basically is like an off tank, and then he drops aggro, can heal up again and can tank again, and he does a lot of damage while he does so. The 2 main damage dealers are basically our ranger and our right plants because they do so much damage with toxic. Alrighty, wave number 23 doesn't look too bad. The big threat is right here in the backline, the lynx. Also the bird right here and the flish could be a problem, but other than that pretty easy. So we're just gonna position our rogues to the right side to kill that lynx, and then we're gonna start. It looks like our right plants is gonna take a lot of damage, but since all these units right here are melee units, they're all attacking our rogues, which is not a big deal. It's not ideal as they're fairly squishy, but it works out. Our team is pretty strong by now, and we have no trouble getting through this wave number 23. We also have a fair amount of income saved up, a good economy. I really tried to save up a lot through the early and mid game, but now since the late game arrived and we have enough money to just build our full board, our late game composition, we're gonna start investing soon. As you can see, 200 mastery points right here. But as soon as we transition in the new composition, we're gonna sell our berserkers and bring in the Dual-F. There he comes. We have 1 more spot on the field. Dual-F comes in, and we're also already gonna give him this augment that his ability can crit with precision and savagery, and also this other augment which buffs up his crit damage every time he crits, again with precision and savagery, which is crit chance and crit damage. So his Omega is just gonna crit away everything. Our right plants over here goes to the right side just to tank everybody, and as you can see, he's gonna tank till 60%, and now everybody's gonna run away. He's gonna be able to heal up again, and this is a really good combination. You should always try to utilize Saccharine Escape to trigger it. If you put it on something like a Dual-F, who is supposed to get no damage at all anyway, it's not really that useful. So you want to trigger that Saccharine Escape, get that extra attack speed, and be able to reset that aggro. Alrighty, wave number 25 is a bit of a tough one, so that's why we're gonna just spend everything that we got. And because they have a lot of rogues, a lot of empaths, a lot of nature, and a lot of fire. So we're gonna sell our 3rd berserker, bring in the Goliath, which is part of our late game composition. Later on, we're also gonna bring in our TNT to get the double granite buff, but for now, we're just gonna slowly transition into the late game composition. Our units stay on the right side. It's gonna be a little bit dangerous with the Ramphy right here. Ramphy is doing a lot of damage because 5 fire and 5 rogues, I think, is activated. But he goes down to the right plants, which drops aggro right now, making the Ramphy go away again. Our Dual-F is getting targeted, wasn't stunned by the Trash Bird stun, and we're falling pretty low right here, so the positioning could have been better. Our Dual-F should always be the last one to fall. He's our main carry, our glass cannon, and he should never really get damage. But as you can see in the next run, sometimes he can get damage on the next wave. Now we're gonna transition away from berserkers It's maybe not the best time to transition away from Berserkers because the enemy team got a whole bunch of tanks. They got, I think, 7 bulwarks activated or something. And so Berserkers is really good against tanks, but this late game combo is too strong. So we're selling the Choton, we're bringing the Geysir. Now we bond our Ranger with the Geysir and equip the Water Staff. So now our Ranger and the Geysir are both Tsunami and Mystic. We're gonna bring in the TNT for the double Invoker and also the double Granite. So we got a really good synergy composition going on. We got Water, Granite, Tsunami, Rogue, Mystic, and Invoker. And this is basically the late game composition with what I did, I think rank 2 or top 3 or something right now it is. But I think a lot of people will be able to figure out wave 31. I also think I can beat it. Last time I was sure I could beat it and then I tried it and the game crashed. Sadly, I couldn't reconnect. But yeah, this is basically what I played to get high up in the leaderboards. And if you want to do the same, you're welcome to. It's all about positioning now. We're gonna slap on all the augments, just use up our money because there's not much left. We have all our units that we want, so there's only augments left to be placed. And what do we have? We have 100 mastery points of augments left, and we have 50. So in 2 rounds, we're gonna have 2-3 rounds. We're gonna have all the augments on the board, so we're going all in right now. Physical damage and HP on our Geysir with mana regeneration. And right here, this augment heals him and increases the healing efficiency of 4 units around him, and also heals them once he drops below 50% health, which is pretty strong on him, especially the healing efficiency. And right now you can see positioning pretty bad. Ram fight right here is gonna jump out dual F. That should never be the case. But since our range and our Geysir right here are pretty close, they're just gonna be able to heal against all this damage. Ramfight is even gonna go up in the air and cast his fiery breath down onto our units, but he can do no damage. We're just healing against this. Yeah, now you just gotta position. It's really important that you place dual F somewhere where he's not gonna be targeted by enemy spells like the Titan or Omega, which stuns him, or the Blaze Knight Omega, which stuns him. And also he shouldn't be jumped by any rogues. So that's the main thing you have to look out for. Also, Gyro right here. Gyro line should be positioned somewhere with the thing in mind that he's gonna roll to the opposite side of the map. So usually like here, I wanna have him solo. He's gonna tank some units over there, and once he casts his Omega, he's gonna roll over to everybody else. Now we're gonna put TNT in the backline right here, utilizing his Granite, his invulnerability the first 4 seconds of the fight against those rogues that are coming in. Our Geysir is gonna be a little bit of the tank in the front line here on the side, just a bit of an off tank. I like to utilize the HP of the Geysir, so he should always be attacked by some rogue or some unit in the enemy front line. Goliath is our main tank. Geysir comes in behind. After the rogues are done with TNT, they're gonna move on to Geysir, defending our dual F. In the front, our Titanor is defending our dual F. And all our rogues are gonna jump this Scoriox. I think Scoriox got Saccharine Escape right now, but since there's no other units in range, we will be able to refocus on him very soon. And now we put our own Saccharine Escape on the Gyro line and put back our rogues actually on the left side. And now Gyro is kind of the distractor. He can roll away, he can reset the aggro with the Saccharine Escape, and that's gonna help us a lot to just draw away enemies from our main chunk of units on the left side. Positioning wise, not ideal again, because we got the Malura in here, and once he casts, he's gonna taunt everybody, do a lot of damage, CC everybody, so that's not really good. But as you can see, this team up is so strong already that we don't have a big problem. Basically just big AoE damage that can one-shot our team, like a big ramp fight or whatever, could be a problem for us. But that's it, that's the late game composition that I managed to get high up in the leaderboards. I hope this helped you, I hope you could learn something and you have fun playing the game today. It's a really nice deck. I see you in the next one, peace out, until then, have a good one, adios.